Okay, quick guide on changing chassis pins. This is the C1 plug. We're gonna opt to change socket 2-8 on this C1 plug. Row numbers on a C1 plug, your bottom row is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same goes for your C2A. Then you start labeling the second number, row pins or terminals in from the bowler point of view. So we're closest to the bowler here in front of the machine. So this would be 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, etc. 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. That's how I got 2-8 for that. Tools you need. This is a pin extraction tool. It's, I believe, $20 some from AMF, if I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that. You need the AMP wire crimpers for the terminals. These are special made for the AMF terminals, which is an AMP brand, which is a brand of terminals, by the way. Set of wire cutters and wire strippers. Okay. They should have these guide sockets on them to help guide in. These retaining clips will help keep the two parts together, the chassis side and the machine side. To remove a terminal, you want to open up your extraction tool versus closed. Sorry, I can only do so much in my camera angle with the phone. Put it into the C1 plug or C2A plug, depending what you're doing. Sometimes you got to wiggle. I need a new one, which I'll get this summer. And once it's over the ears on the terminal, which lock it in place, you're going to push it out with this here. I'm going to use my wire cutters and cut the cable tie, which I'll put a new one on so you can access the wire. If you're accessing anything below the first row, usually you got to take all this retaining hardware off to make it easier. Okay, so now that's out. I can pull my wire out. All right. And you'll want to cut off your old terminal. Okay, this is 16 gauge stranded wires, so we'll take off a little bit. Alright, so I usually leave just enough exposed because the way these things should work, the terminals, I got the wrong one, excuse me. The wire should go into this part of the crimp and the insulation here, but usually with the 16 gauge on these, you try to crimp over the insulation, it won't fit in the block, so I put enough in so the wire is going through both, and the insulation or the end of the stripped wire is right at the flush there, so you're not going to get any wires touching on the back end of the plug. All right, twist your stranded wire so it's all solid one piece. And you usually use part crimper section C for the wire section. So get it set loosely. Excuse me. Hopefully you can still see. I can't see what the camera is seeing right now. Get it in. Put your crimper around it. You're going to give a good firm squeeze, but not too much where you're going to metal shape the terminal. And actually, I didn't pull enough wire out of this. And you're going to go to G on the other side to crimp down the other side. Voila. I didn't pull enough out, so we'll see if it's going to go in or if I have to redo it. I'm just going to slide it back in, and it's going to lock with these little tabs. It's actually going to lock it into the block. right. And there she is. Hope that helped.